Today I'm out here just walking the dog, and today's video is going to be a little day in the life, homeschool with me again. But just want to update you too, what's going on with the homeschool, how we're wrapping up the homeschool year, and chit chat a bit with you. So we'll see you in a minute. So we are at the final stretch of our homeschool year, and if you've been following my channel for a little while, this was a really long homeschool year. I think we started school in August. I don't know, I feel like we just never stopped unintentionally homeschooling year round because we had a big move and everything. But we are wrapping up the homeschool year. So last night I was motivated enough to clean the whole well, we don't have 2 floors, so to clean the whole house, the whole homeschooling area, and getting it ready for the morning. I even vacuumed last night late and got it nice and clean. And then I also put out all of our homeschool stuff on the table. This is where we're schooling out. Well, we homeschool out of all of the house, but once I get my area set up, you'll have more to see. But I put out all the subjects and 4 different sections here so we can knock them out. I also have my cart on the go there that's really sloppy right now. So what that looks like for us right now is my 6-year-old has already finished and her 1st grade math and started her 2nd grade math, but I decided to wait. I don't want her to go into 3rd grade at 7 per se. I'm not in a rush. She just wanted to keep going, so we just kept going. But we started school really early with her, so that's why she's so ahead. However, what we're going to do is for math is we're going to be doing this Usborne book. I got a convention last year, which is coming up, guys, and I'm going to show you some hauls and some live convention footage, so make sure you guys keep a lookout on my channel. I'll let you know when that's happening. So this is adding and subtracting activity book from Usborne, and all the pages are really colorful, really cute, and I just let her pick out something from here and then we just work through it. So it's just adding and subtracting, and these, some stuff like carrying over we haven't learned yet, but these are things that we can learn, and then when she gets into her continues the 2nd grade curriculum, she'll already be familiar with it. We are up to lesson 106 for Arilyn, my 6-year-old's language arts. So today they're going to be talking about sensory language in writing, and then she's going to illustrate a poem, find nouns, adjectives, and verbs. She's also writing short, shorter, shortest, like that. So we're going to start the morning doing Mad Lib. And I like, now that they know what my son knows, adjectives and all that, I'm not giving him any hints. So we'll do 2 Mad Libs, 1 for each of them. And then we are going to read this. This is, I read out loud, The Pilgrim's Progress. I love this book. I had no idea. Oh, there's the king, guys. He has a lion. Yes? Uh-huh. He's right here. See him with the crown of thorns? I had no idea I was going to love it so much. I don't even know where I got the idea to read it. But so it is about the Christian walk. It's about the Christian walk, and this little rabbit has to travel down the narrow path to get to the celestial city, which is heaven. And he talks about all the different characters that he meets and the trials that he faces, as you can see in the titles here, on things that are trying to deter him from following the path of the king, how he sticks it out, I guess, until he gets into the celestial city. All the friends are named Faithful, all the Faithful, Hope, Joy, and then the mean characters are named like Discord and Jealousy and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's a really, really good book. We're enjoying it. You like this book? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good book, right?
But while we read it, I'm going to have a double popsicle.
You're going to have a double popsicle? Why don't you go get that now with a bowl, okay? And I'm going to take this over and this over and a pencil. If you're new to my channel or you just haven't seen every single video that I've made, we do read out loud almost every morning. We like to start the homeschool day that way. We started that this year. We don't do morning basket. I used to do morning basket, and then I found there was just so much stuff in there, and it just took too much time, and it's just too much for my brain. I like to focus on just one thing and do that one thing. So we like the read out loud. My kids actually really enjoy it, right guys? You guys love it? So what we do is we always do it out here. We lay a blanket on the floor, and they usually get popcorn, but we just had a big breakfast, but somebody has a popsicle back there. and then we read. So I'm gonna be reading, initially was supposed to be reading 4 chapters for this to be done, but I just got a notification from the library that this is due, I think, Friday. So we might have to read more than 4 chapters a day. I'm gonna check that now. And so the Mad Libs are just like old books we got from Borders a long time ago, and we just never finished them. This one is Happily Ever Mad Libs. That's what we're gonna do right now. In the evening, the giant came down. Girls. Selena Gonzalez. In the evening, the giant came down into the dungeon again, hoping to find his poor little prisoners were dead. But although they were very weak and faint, they were still alive. Lay upon the ground, and the boys hastily pulled back the heavy bolts and opened the door. Then Hopeful seized Christian's hand, and they ran as fast as they could across the broad meadows toward... All right, it's time for these Mad Libs, because we finished our reading, and they had me read an extra chapter because they really enjoyed it, and they enjoyed the massages that they were getting.
Okay.
Right? Do Cinderella? Okay, pick an adjective. You know what an adjective is? An adjective is a word that describes a noun. A noun is a person, place, or thing.
Here's Cinderella.
Cinderella by Marilyn. There once was a stinky young girl named Cinderella who lived with her tall stepmother and 2 smelly stepsisters. She waited on them hand and fingernails, but they treated her like a mac and cheese. All right, I just had a second cup of coffee. I'm feeling really tired today. I have a lot of laundry. Right now the kids are over at the table doing math. Aaron is doing his Beast Academy, and he's in the division section, learning a million different ways to do long division. And then Arilyn is gonna pick a page in that book, the Usborne book that I showed you guys. So that's what we're gonna do right now. But first I have to tackle this laundry.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful day.
4 and 6, 7 and 3.
8 and 4? No, 8 and 3. With numbers on it.
Okay, so draw
But
on
it
the
says
route.
sums.
Yeah, the sum is when you add numbers together. The answer is called the sum.
Oh.
So start here and find the path.
Table punch.
All right, so the visibility introduction, is that what you did? You got 2 stars.
Make sure I break.
10 minutes.
I want to go with them.
Alan's gonna read for her break. So she's on chapter 2 of Forever Friends of American Girl Doll, and it's a little chapter book, and that's what she's gonna read. Good job, sweetie.
It has.
Which is part of her school.
Only has.
She doesn't know.
So slow. Hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight.
What are you reading?
Pickles.
Pickles. James and the Giant Peach. How are you liking this book? How do you like this book?
It's good so far.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's almost over though.
Good. Enjoy your book. Aaron has to do 2 lessons this week, this month. How do you feel about that? No bueno? The saying that daddy hates because it doesn't make any sense. So he has 2 lessons, well, not every day, but we are doubling up. What happened was, at the beginning of the homeschool year, he tested into level 6 of the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts, but he lacked the foundation in writing. So even we tried it for a couple of weeks and decided it wasn't a good fit for him, so we jumped back into level 5 of the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts instead of skipping that whole course. We decided not to skip from 4 to 6. But then I took a break because I wasn't seeing any writing, which is now he's doing writing almost every day. But in the beginning I didn't see any writing, so I said, you know what, let's take a little break and let's do Write Shop, because that's really good for writing. So we did that, but we weren't very consistent with it, and I felt it was lacking a lot of what the Good and the Beautiful has. So then I decided, you know what, I need to just accept that the Good and the Beautiful is the best course for us and let it work. And it's working. So now he's been writing well. He's doing a lot better. He's writing essays and poetry and things like that. He still hates writing, but he's gotten a lot better at it. So going forward, we'll just stick to what we have chosen and trust the process. So with that being said, in order to be done by the first week of June, which I want to be done because we have some summer homeschooling plans that does not involves a break from our typical curriculum, he has to double up on some days. So today's one of those days. What I want to do, so some of you guys have been asking, I've been watching the old groups, chats and things like that, and some of you guys have been looking for a history, geography, social studies type course for little ones, like your kindergartners. And I taught one that I made at our homeschool co-op. So I'm trying to make it pretty with Canva and then sell it on Teachers Pay Teacher. I'm also teaching 3 other courses that are going to be for sale on Teachers Pay Teacher. So I need to really work on that this summer. So it's going to be a Dr. Seuss on the Loose class. It's going to be a fairy tale preschool, which is already written. I just have to put it, make it pretty to sell. And then a science for grades K through 2 that I want to get on there to sell for you guys. So I will be on the lookout. I need to create a blog and get all this stuff on there. Just so much to do. I also have to prepare for our upcoming homeschool year, and we have homeschool convention in 2 weeks, so I want to have a little bit of my brain organized so that when I go, I know what I'm looking for shopping. So there's a lot of things coming up, a lot of good videos that are going to be coming up. I'm going to take you guys with me to convention, into the curriculum hall. I'm going to show you what I bought, show you what I'm looking at. I'm going to show you our new curriculum when it's purchased, what we're going to be using for each year. I'm going to tell you our summer school plans, the read out louds that we're going to be doing this summer, read out louds that we have already done. So this should be a lot of exciting stuff on here for you guys. So make sure you guys keep watching for that. I'm watching I'm watching my dogs play with the hose that's in the water.